What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a highly controversial topic. Yes, you heard me. In the aquarium hobby, there are controversial topics, and this is one of the most highly debated and the most highly controversial. You've got people on each side trying to fight each other, calling each other names and stuff. Can you believe it? It happened in America, huh? But it's real. Okay, we're going to talk about filters. No, I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to do the same stuff as comparing this filter to that filter or anything like that. I'm going to go a step beyond, okay? What we're talking about is fish tanks with no filters, okay? I know, calm down, relax. I know, I understand. That can't be, right? Well, I give you not one, not only two, but I will show you 3 fish tanks that have been set up with no filters, but for a long time. Okay, it's not just I set it up today, hey, guess what, it works. No, we have stood the test of time. I will compare that to fish tanks that have filters, and you guys decide. Put the thing in the comments description below, right? And you guys decide, you tell me which one you think is better or in what particular circumstance. I think it comes down to the circumstance, but you know, this kind of thing, everyone always tells you, right, when you get a fish tank, here's the filter that you need. Make sure you get plenty of filtration. When I first started, I used as much filtration as I could, overpowered the tank, and we always said like, hey man, my tank has a Fluval 350 or, you know, whatever like that, and just you tell how much filtration you got, which nowadays I'm thinking, that may be kind of overkill. You know, you don't need that much filtration depending on the kind of situation. Like I said, if you got some serious fish that poop a lot, like I'll show you here in a second in one of my instances, absolutely filtration. But we might talk about some situations here that don't necessarily need filtration. I don't know, you tell me. Let's take a look, okay? Tank number 1. All right, tank number 1, you guys seen it before. This is the newer 75-gallon community tank, planted tank. Look at this. Can you tell where the filter is on this? No, it's not that. That's just a power head that circulates water. It's not connected to anything. It doesn't have an under-gravel filter. It's just sucking water and pushing water and circulating the water. That's it. There is absolutely no filter in the 75-gallon tank. This tank is stocked fairly heavily. I wouldn't say super heavily, but you can see all the fish that are in there. We've got Romy nose, we've got the rosaline sharks there, we've got cherry barb, we've got white cloud mountain minnows, we've got emperor tetras. They're very pretty. Oh, I can't believe how pretty they are. So we've got a pretty healthy dose of fish in this tank, and since day one, this has not had a filter. It went through the natural cycle, right? It clouded up for a while. It built up the bacteria, and I didn't have all these fish in there at once. I just put a few fish in there to let it build up the bacteria. But then as the bacteria grew, I put more fish in there. And guess what? It's doing wonderfully, wonderfully. Look at all these plants that are in here. And I think it's because there's a lot of plants in here, right? I got the Anubias in there that I've had forever. I've got some sword plants back there. These two particular swords y'all would see in my previous video. These leaves are dying back, but these leaves here, these are the leaves that you want when they acclimate, when they transform from their above water state to their below water state. Because usually they're planted above ground, so they grow faster. Got some Anubias in there. Got a lot of guppy grass, right? Got some hornwort up there. So I believe that because this is such a heavily planted tank that the filter is not required. And these fish are small fish. Yes, they are. They're just tetras and stuff and white clouds, whatever. So, and I've tested the water, 0 ammonia, 0 nitrites. The nitrates are pretty high. pH is sitting about 7.6. So, you know, regular water changes is fine. You have to do that anyway in any tank. But I give you tank number 1, and it's a big tank. It's a pretty big tank, 75 gallon. With no filter. Leave a comment, do you believe it or not? These 2 tanks have filters, okay? You know, you get the old same stuff from other YouTubers, you know, you get the power filter versus the sponge filter, whatever, and you can see the differences there, but filter. They're both doing fine. No problem. We got some guppies in here. We got Mr. Red Bait in this one. If you want to name him, leave a comment below. So, and I'm gonna put more stuff in there. These were originally quarantine tanks, but these guys have quarantined. They're ready to go. This guy's quarantine is ready to go. And those have filters. So 1 filterless, 2 filtered. Okay, power filter, sponge filter. This one, look at this. This is a beautiful, beautiful guppy tank. Okay, I will show you some of the nice, pretty sunset. I don't know if you call them sunset, but they look like sunset guppies there. There's a blue tail there. These are just assorted mud guppies, right? Look at that. Look how pretty they are. And I've got a bunch of them in here. And guess what? I got some shrimp in here too. Look at that. Look at that cherry shrimp. I've got the red and the orange varieties. Got a whole bunch of guppies over here. I got some guppy grass, so where the shrimp can hide. Yes, the shrimp do get eaten, but they, as you can see, this dude, he's just swimming around as an adult. The guppies don't bother him none. Okay, but when they're babies, yes, they do get eaten. So if you just want a shrimp tank by itself, probably just have a shrimp tank by itself. But this is kind of natural. You don't know, and you never know. I mean, so this, looky here, no filter anywhere, no hang on back filter, no underneath filter, no under gravel filter, no nothing filter. All it has is one air stone that circulates the water and provides oxygen so that there's surface agitation. I think that's the whole key, some surface agitation maybe. I don't know, what do you think? And these guys are doing healthy. And I don't know if I told you, but these tanks here have been up for more than 4 or 5 months, okay? So the duration is almost 4 or 5 months. They pass through the cycle stage. And it's kind of surprising me too, because I didn't think that they would do good. This is actually one of the original ones I did for the filterless tank, because I didn't really believe it, but I'm starting to believe. So 1, 2, let's look at the third filterless tank, okay? This is the Tetra Tank. Okay, this is the Tetra Tank. Now we get these Tetras are, you know, they're pretty. They eat a lot, so I'm not going to say they're pretty dirty, but they do produce a good amount of waste. So we got your Serpays here, the red guys there. You got some Diamond Tetras. Oh, they're pretty. If you haven't seen my Diamond Tetra video, make sure you. I'll put something up here somewhere, or look in the link for the Diamond Tetra. They are very pretty. Of course, you got the black skirts in there. So this is a 20 long, and I don't know if I told you what this one was. This is a 20 high. Okay, so this is 20 high, filterless, 20 long, filterless, okay? So, and these guys are doing fine. Same thing, 0 ammonia, 0 nitrites. Pretty high nitrates, but pH around 7.5, something like that. And you know, it's the nitrates are high because I don't do water changes like I should, but I'm expecting the plants to take care of some of that. But still, they have not to what I expected. So of course, you'll always need to do water changes. I do water changes probably less frequently than I should. I would say once every couple months, maybe. You know, every few weeks I pull out some algae and stuff. You know, there's some algae growing. I just yank it out by hand or whatever. I scrape it off the glass with a razor blade. But regular water changes, I probably should do more, but they'll be fine. Okay, filterless tank number 3, sorry. Filterless tank number 3. So you got the 20 long, you got the 20 high, and you got the 75, okay? So the filtered tanks, you had the two 10s. Okay, those are 10 gallons. And you might say, well, 10 gallons, they're small tanks. They need filtered because, you know, the water volume. Sure, definitely. I would agree. Here is another example of a filtered tank, which has a lot of plants in there. As you walk through the front door, this is what you see right here. So this has just a single filter with the air stone. The single filter is a AquaClear, what is that? What does that say? AquaClear 20, okay, so this is AquaClear 20, which this is a 29 gallon tank, 29 gallon. So AquaClear 20 does just fine along with plants. So plants do a lot of good filtration. I think that's the key, right? That's the key, is the plants do the filtration. And if you have a filter, it takes away from the filtering power of the plants, perhaps. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Finally, we're going to walk over here. Oh, there's my dog right there. There's Sammy right there. Hey, Sam. Other dogs nowhere to be found, but this is a 60-gallon tank. This is the one I think I've shown you before. If not, I'll leave a thing up here or a link down there to the video I did. So here's the African tank. Now Africans are very, very messy, very hardy eaters, okay? So in this tank I actually have 2 filters and the air stone, okay? Because they eat all the time. I got 2 aqua cleared 50s, okay? One there and one there, one on each side. There's the intake there, there's the intake there, okay? Got the black background. Let me know what you think about the black background. And it kind of hides the black wires and stuff, but let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, definitely for African cichlids I would recommend filters. So I think it depends on the kind of a fish as well. The more heavily poopy fish you get, then the more filtration you need, obviously. There's the guy right here that he originally was an African that was he had his tail half eaten off, and we have I think we have brought him back to full recovery, I would estimate to say. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe we get a better picture of him here. There we go. He's in the light. Okay. But these Africans are doing well. Of course, filtration, I would recommend filtration in a African cichlid tank. All right, guys, so there you have it. I mean, I showed you a variety, 3 tanks without, 4 tanks with. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. I mean, you think it's successful, why? You know, I didn't think, really honestly, at first that I thought I'd set it up for a month and it'd crash and I'd have to put filters on it, but then it lived and I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I tried another one. I was like, oh, that was a fluke. Oh, it worked. And I was like, oh, okay, gotta have 3rd. Oh, it worked. So have I just been spending all this money on useless filters, or am I spending money on the plants that do the filtration for me? Comment below, give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of stuff. Fishy people, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all those things, and happy fish keeping. Peace out. Oh, and make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. You'll find the link below. The newsletter, it's not a bunch of salesy stuff. It's some good quality info on the fishy facts that you want to know, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Peace out.